Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we're back on the channel. We got a body cam by Solve Files today, man. We have mom loses it after realizing son murdered his brother. Whoa. Now that's gut-wrenching, to say the least. Hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to further support, all you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it in with a thumbs up.
Hey, let's get it. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
He did.
This is 55-year-old Tawana Gland, and she just found out that her son had been murdered by someone far closer to home than any mother should ever have to imagine. 35-year-old Tawana Gland's lifeless body was found by bypassers in the middle of the night, lying in the center of the road. It didn't take long for detectives to realize this was no accidental death, as Taiwan's injuries painted a horrifying picture.
At first we thought it was a pile of clothes. She got closer. I looked over, she looked over. I was like, Mom, is that a body? She was like, oh my God.
He don't look like he was thrown out. It's gonna be a good fight. It's his bone.
Yet just as they thought they had caught the culprit red-handed, they would turn out to be wrong, because the truth was much closer than anyone wanted to believe. What started as a possible accidental death would become one of the most heartbreaking cases in Pinellas County.
Get on the ground! Fucking!
At around 2:40 a.m. on February 26, 2024, in St. Petersburg, Florida, a mother and daughter were driving home after the mother had picked her daughter up from work. But that night,
At 2:40.
a mother and daughter were driving home after the mother had picked her daughter up from work. But that night, instead of taking their usual way home, they decided to drive down a different route for the first time, a small decision that would lead them straight into the middle of something neither of them were prepared to see. As they made their way through the quiet streets near 7th Avenue South and 12th Street South, they noticed something lying in the road ahead of them. At first, they thought it may have been someone who had passed out drunk in the middle of the street. Concerned that he could be hit by another passing car, they stopped and approached, hoping to help him out of the road. But the closer they got, the more disturbing the situation became. The man wasn't responding. He wasn't trying to move. He wasn't moving at all. And within moments, the two women called 911, unknowingly becoming the first people to uncover the lifeless body of 35-year-old Tawana Gland, lying alone in the middle of the road.
Yeah, the police is here.
Hey, go block over there. That's 11. Let's block down 7th Avenue. East and westbound.
Are they with him?
Yeah, they're with him. Do you want to talk to him?
Check his pulse.
Yep.
Rescue's 97.
You got any gloves with you?
I don't. There's someone in the front seat.
I'm out. Hey, Chance, you got...
Someone's gonna have to follow to Bayfront.
Yeah, I'll go.
It's gonna be a code 5. Get their information. I'm sorry, can I get your guys' info real quick?
Yeah. Her name is Donna Lockett. I'm her mother.
I'm sorry, can you spell that for me?
D-Y-M-O-N.
No, it was me and my mama. Mary, we just running past you.
L-O-C-K-E-T-T.
I'm sorry, Lockett. L-O-C-K-E-T-T. Date of birth.
No, 5.
Yes, we been hit though. Like this,
Address?
we been hit. It was a hit and run.
Immediately, multiple units in the area responded to the call-out. It was necessary to keep the scene clear and avoid drawing attention from the neighborhood, as quite often, a scene that goes out of control results in a case unsolved.
Apartment 206.
And what exactly did you see?
We were coming down this road right here.
Driving?
Yeah, in the right hand. Yeah, going the other way. I was going to take her home, and I looked, and I was like, is that a body? And she was like, I'm like, yeah, that's a body. I'm like, we got to put our body. I turned around and came up and pulled up here, and she was on the phone calling 911. They were telling her to get some cigar, but she didn't look like she was doing.
So y'all were driving east, saw him, turned around, and y'all were all in the car together?
Me and my daughter, I just picked her up from work.
Okay, and where did he?
He just walked over. That's a boyfriend. He just walked over.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't see any cars leaving?
No, I didn't see anything, and I didn't want to pull up too close because I don't know, exactly where
I got you.
it happened. That's all I don't want to this crazy.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it. You guys can hang right there for us. I really
Sure,
appreciate
no
it. Thank you very much.
Paramedics attempted to help Taiwan, yet his injuries were too severe, and it appeared he was already in the early stages of rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is the natural stiffening of the body that begins after death. It does not happen instantly, which meant Taiwan had not just collapsed moments before they arrived. He had likely been lying there for some time before the mother and daughter ever came across him. And with Taiwan showing no signs of life, the scene quickly shifted from a possible medical emergency to something far more serious.
Hey, wasn't there one that we pulled from the homicide over here? Wasn't there a house with a camera we pulled from the homicide a few days ago?
I don't know if it was over here.
He don't look like he was thrown out from Citrus, does he?
What the officer had just mentioned may have sounded like a passing comment, but it would later become one of the most twisted leads detectives had in finding Taiwan's killer. Just a few days earlier, police had pulled footage from a camera facing that exact same street for another homicide. That meant there was a chance the moments leading up to this incident had also been captured. But getting access to that footage would take time, and detectives knew they had to move quickly. So before they could rely on the cameras, they turned to the first people who had seen Taiwan that night, the mother and daughter who found him lying in the road. And what they told detectives would completely change how they viewed the scene.
What did you were you in the car here?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
Me and my mama were running past. She was finna drop me off to my boyfriend's house. And at first we thought it was a pile of clothes. We was just riding past. We was having a normal conversation. She got closer. I looked over. She looked over. I was like, Mom, is that a body? She was like, oh my God, somebody is in the road dead. After that, she turned around and I literally got on the phone call. Like she didn't even stop the car. I was on the phone
You
call.
guys were coming down this way?
Yeah, we were
okay.
coming down that way.
Do you know how long ago that was?
This was just 10 minutes ago, not even.
Okay. You guys didn't see any cars or
didn't see anything.
anybody around? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, somebody just hit him like that. Like, we thought it was a pile of clothes when we was finna pass by, but we got closer.
Yeah. You guys just.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, start keeping it in there.
Yeah, they're. Hey man, I know you just walked. Were you here when this all happened?
No, I was actually trying to call her to see if she was alright, but she wasn't answering the phone or anything. So that's why I had a location on the phone, so I went over to see if she was alright.
Okay.
And that's when I seen her look.
Okay. All right.
At first, because of the shock and confusion of what they had just discovered, the witnesses failed to mention one vital piece of information. But it wouldn't take long for them to realize that something they had seen just moments before finding Taiwan may have been directly connected to his death. And once they told detectives what they remembered, the case would begin shifting away from a possible accident and towards something much more sinister. Until then, the cops had to shift their attention to the nearby houses in hopes of someone seeing something.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey. We had a hit and run out here. Somebody got hit by a car.
Jeez.
You see, you have a doorbell camera.
Yeah, I do.
Could you take a look at your phone and see what we might have got on that?
Let me see if it's. I don't even think it's connected to the Wi-Fi. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on. Wait a second.
Thanks. Did you hear anything? See anything?
I just heard like noise or whatever. I was like kind of light. Actually, it's actually not even online. I've never connected it to the Wi-Fi yet.
Okay.
I mean, I just heard like noise. Like I guess somebody was calling somebody the cracker word or whatever. Other than that, I mean, that was it. Just heard a car speed off. But I didn't even think it was explosive, though, honestly.
How long ago was it?
Like 20 minutes ago. About 20, 25.
And then you heard a car. How soon after hearing the argument did you hear the car speed off?
Shoot. It probably wasn't even that long.
Seconds or minutes?
Yeah, probably like seconds.
Did you look outside and see anything?
No, I didn't.
How many voices did you hear?
I only heard one.
Detectives were hoping to find camera footage showing exactly what happened, but instead, they received another piece of information that helped build the picture. Although the neighbor's Ring camera had not recorded the incident, he told officers he heard arguing outside, followed by a car speeding away. This was important, as it suggested there may have been a confrontation before Taiwan was killed. But because the neighbor never looked outside, he couldn't say who was arguing, who was driving, or what actually happened. So while his statement gave detectives a lead, it still wasn't enough to prove who was responsible.
Can I have you move it just right over here? I'll lift the tape up for you.
Yeah, I'm good.
What happened?
Did you look up close to see if there's any gunshot wounds or anything?
No. I mean, we did. No, we didn't see that. It looked like he was hit by cars, bodies all contorted. He spoke with, I think, the gentleman at this house. He said he heard some kind of commotion out here, and then what sounded as if someone put it in the car. But he didn't see anything with that car that's connected.
Maybe.
I'm gonna back up this way.
As forensics arrived, they secured the body and began canvassing the area for any physical evidence left by the killer. Yet the area was spotless, bringing them right back to square one. The intensity of the call-out began to calm down, and the original witnesses were just about to leave and head home. But before they did, they suddenly remembered something crucial, something they should have told detectives much earlier. By this point, detectives had already been on scene for nearly 3 hours, and by that time, anyone connected to Taiwan's death could have been long gone. What the witnesses were about to reveal may have seemed small at first, but it would immediately raise new concerns.
So what time did you get off work?
I clocked out at 2:07. 2:07.
And do you guys all work together, or?
No, I
was like somebody that ride, just somebody came to pick you up?
my mom was picking me up. She was ready, and my boyfriend, he lives down the street, he ran here to me.
Is that where you were headed, was to your boyfriend's?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me how you guys find yourselves involved in all this tonight.
Like I was saying, my mom we stopped at the corner store up there earlier for a quick little thing. Then she was coming down this street. She usually turned on 10th Ave, but she turned on this street to come down. So we're riding down. From a distance, it literally looks like a pile of clothes that's in the street. So I'm thinking to myself, me and my mom are thinking to ourselves, wow, like somebody just throwing piles like clothes out. So as we get closer, my mom's like, oh my gosh, I think that's a body. So I'm looking as well, because now that she's getting closer, it does look like you can see the legs and the feet, and then his backside and everything was out. I'm like, Mom, that is a body. Like we gotta call the police. She made a U-turn right there. She turned around and she pulled up.
Right here at 12th Street?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
and she pulled up to the speed hump right there. Put her lights on, stopped in front of him, and that's when I was on the phone with the police. I had made the phone call as soon as she made that turn around. And when she pulled up, I was deeper into the conversation. I got up the car because the operator was like, is there any way you can see if he's breathing or if you do CPR, anything like that? The closer I got, his chest did not rise up not one time.
Okay.
So I knew for a fact he was gone. And that's why I was telling the operator that he's gone. I can't do anything. And that's when the police said, you guys arrived, and then I hung up the phone, and here we are right now.
So how close would you say you got as you like walked up onto him?
I would say about like a few feet because.
But you never touched him or anything like that. Okay.
The operator was trying to have me flip him over, but I was telling him it's no use to flip him over because he's gone. I can't do anything. Okay. So I never touched him at all.
Okay. And you said this is your boyfriend here, so he just came down from the house. You called him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I didn't call him. He has my location, so
he knew you were stopped for some reason. Okay. All right. And you didn't recognize him at all?
I do not, sir, at all. I looked at him, but I really didn't look at him because that's traumatizing to me. But
I understand.
As far as I saw, I did not recognize him at all.
Okay. How are you holding up with all that? Are you doing all right?
I'm okay. I'm a little shaky, mostly cold, but I'm a little shaky of that situation as well. But it's just the images keep replaying. That's the first time ever seeing something like that, so that is traumatizing to me. But I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for your help and everything. My name is Bobby Long. I know you already spoke with Detective Harper on some of it, or I believe you did. So we work kind of hand in hand on this. He handles a lot of the traffic side. I handle some of the person side. So I just needed to get some quick info from you, and then we'll get you guys out of here.
She purchased whatever she purchased from there, and then we were coming down this road right here that I was going to take her home. Turn right there, make her right at that corner. And we both thought it was just some clothes that they tossed out. Okay. And so when I passed, I was like, no, that's a body. So I turned around right there and came and pulled up, and she called 911.
Okay. Do you happen to remember about what time that was that you came by here? I mean, I can look up the 911 call and see. But
she called at 2:35, so that was like it.
So just a couple minutes, about 2:35. Mm-hmm. All right. And when you were coming this way, is this like the route you were just normally coming to drop her off?
That's the thing. No, normally I turn down, what's it, 10th Avenue South?
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I just like, I turned down Campus Park, and it's a straight shot right there to her house, and I'm glad I did. Because
I mean, we might not be here if you didn't.
Stumbled upon that, so, yeah.
So by the time you came by, were there any other cars?
There was
moving?
No cars in the road. Nobody was out here. It was just her and I. And like I say, we thought it was some clothes until I rode by it, and I was like, "No, that's a body!" And he's not moving. So I turned around right there and pulled up where the hump is. And my daughter was already on the phone calling 911, and she was telling them, and they was like, "Well, get out and see if we can do CPR." And she was like, "I'm like, he's gone." But there was a guy that came up. I don't know where he came from, but he was standing, in front of the body, and he was like, "Well, he's breathing." I'm like, "He's not breathing. Like, his back is not going up. He's not breathing." And my daughter asked him, "Could he help her turn him over to give CPR?"
What you said?
And he just
That
vanished.
fast?
He probably got on up out of there.
And honestly, like the narrator did say, that was something important to tell them immediately because y'all been out here for hours.
Yeah, true. That is true.
But I do know in a
traumatic situation, you just trying to give them what you feel is that's important.
But you got to tell
like
all
thinking
information.
like that minute thing, and then it probably kind of since he came up so quick and then vanished, just kind of like other things have happened that But I mean, it is important. Like, who is this man?
Fast. That's very important.
He's like, "No, I don't want to touch him."
Okay.
And then he just left.
Okay. So the time that you were here, he never actually touched the body or anything? No, okay. And did you try CPR at all? Or? No, okay. Because there was no... Okay, gotcha. Not a problem.
And I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want to touch him to interfere with evidence or anything, and I couldn't turn him. I probably could, but I didn't want to turn him.
No, I get it. And I appreciate you not... I mean, certainly checking, but, at a certain point, there's nothing you can do. So, okay, cool, man. Well, I appreciate it.
Did you ever walk up to him at all?
Did you come right to the car?
No,
Yeah,
actually, when I was walking up, right, so they explained the dude he had on the blue hoodie. Like, he said something to me, but it was like he had a cup in his hand, so I just thought he was drunk. I couldn't really understand what he was saying. His words were kind of...
Oh, the other guy that walked up?
Yeah, he had like on a blue hoodie with some like orange tannish pants, and he had said something to me. I think he had like a big what's the one, the big slurpee cup, the slurpee cup. Yeah, he had one of those. And he had said something, but I was just trying to make sure they was all right. I came around the corner, and that's when I seen all the lights and stuff. So I was just trying to make sure they was all right. Because at first I thought I didn't know what was going on.
You never walked up to the body though at all?
No.
Okay.
This was something the witnesses should have revealed earlier. Yet in the midst of processing what they just saw, it was understandable why that could have slipped their minds. They admitted to seeing a man at the scene before they called the cops, who was clearly aware of the body in the road, but did nothing. And when the witnesses asked for his help to check on Taiwan, he refused and left before the cops arrived. Naturally, this set off some major red flags for the detectives, as he was there before the women noticed Taiwan in the road, and he didn't call the cops. Immediately, the police department deployed canine trackers and units to scope the area in hopes of finding the man, and when they found the man matching the description a few blocks down, it wouldn't turn out as expected.
You're gonna get bit! What's up? You're gonna get bit! Get on the ground! What's up? Get on the ground! What's up? Get on the ground! Show us your hands, you will get dog bit! Right now! This is your final warning! Show us your hands now, or you'll be bit by a canine! What's up? 8268, just watch your position. If he comes around to you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Fucking. No, here. Fucking. Zeus, here. Fuck, no, he hasn't heard off. Here. Here. What's up? He doesn't see him.
Yeah, where is he?
What's up? We have enough muzzles. What do you think if Bruce loses that slowly? Yeah. Bruce.
The man refused to cooperate with the police and ran away upon contact, setting off an unexpected chase that would take a turn for the worse.
Watch him. Watch him. Fucking. K9 deployed. Fucking. Get on the fucking ground! Fucking!
Navy, hoodie,
Fucking! Grab his right arm. Right arm, go right arm! Fucking! Get on the ground! Hands! Get hands! On his stomach! I'm good. Alright, stop fighting. I need hands right here as soon as I get off. Okay. Stand still.
Detectives eventually caught the man they believed may have been involved in Taiwan's death. On the surface, his behavior looked suspicious. He had seen something important but never reported it to police. He refused to help the other witnesses, left the area before officers arrived, and when police finally made contact with him, he ran. But what first looked like guilt turned out to be something else entirely. The man was a heavily intoxicated homeless man who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because of how drunk he was, he claimed he thought Taiwan was just passed out in the road from alcohol, and he did not want to get involved. And the reason he ran from police wasn't because he had killed Taiwan. It was because he allegedly had illegal drugs on him at the time. For detectives, this was a worst-case scenario, as their only solid lead turned out to be a complete dead end. For a few days, detectives had no other leads other than the one neighbors claiming he heard arguing and a car speeding off before Taiwan was found. This forced them to believe this must have been a classic hit-and-run case, where the driver accidentally hit Taiwan and fled to avoid consequences out of fear. Yet it didn't take long for Taiwan's autopsy reports to come back, which painted a much more sinister picture of what happened to him. According to the autopsy, Taiwan's injuries were not consistent with a simple one-impact hit-and-run. His body showed extensive blunt force trauma, including severe injuries to the head, chest, torso, and lower body, along with multiple fractures and crush-type injuries that suggested more than one impact. In a typical hit-and-run, investigators may expect injuries from one major collision, where a vehicle strikes someone and then leaves the scene. But Taiwan's injuries told a different story. They suggested he had been struck more than once, and possibly run over, which changed the entire direction of the investigation. This was no longer looking like a scared driver panicking after an accident. To detectives, the pattern of injuries suggested someone had used the vehicle intentionally, coming back to Taiwan again and again to make sure he did not survive. And when investigators formally confirmed his identity, the case became even more heartbreaking. The man lying in the road, 35-year-old Taiwan Gland Sr., was the father of 18-year-old Taiwan Gland Jr., who had been shot and killed just days earlier. Although police had not confirmed any connection between the two deaths, detectives were now looking at a family that had lost a son and then a father in the space of just 4 days. So they couldn't wait anymore and had to inform the family.
Relax, relax, relax. 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 Let me go, please. Let me go. Relax. I want to call my mom and my brother, please. Relax. No. Relax. I get it. No. Please let me go. I'll get out the proxy. Let me go. No! 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 No!
Is it still like
It look like the same area. So, oh yeah, he's still in the street.
Is it?
Yeah. That's the same
Heartbreakingly, on the floor was Taiwan's mother, 55-year-old Tawana Gland, who just found out her son died just days after her grandson. A lot of the family had just found out about the loss of their loved one and were in extreme high emotion before the detectives could even begin asking the family any questions they needed to ensure all of the family members were safe.
Don't worry, Dad. Come on.
My dad said, that's my dad. I said, that's not your dad. He just said, Mom, look at his shoes. Yes, that was him. The whole time it was him.
Oh. The whole time it was him. That statement is alone.
I wonder, do they like stay in the area?
Did they possibly ride by
and seen it and not knowing who it was? Yeah, possibly.
Him. The whole time it was him. I'm up here where he at.
Ma'am, I don't want to bother. I just got to get some information for you, and then I can let you go back to the call. I'll be away.
I don't know.
I just got to get your name because you're here in the crime scene. What's your first name, ma'am?
Chatrell.
It was a heartbreaking scene for anyone to experience or witness. Yet once everyone settled, the family began talking, and what they revealed would change the entire course of this case, as they would make the cops familiar with a name they have not heard of before. 34-year-old Tyree Gland, Taiwan's own brother, who had only been out of prison for around 3 months after serving roughly 15 years for a manslaughter conviction. So to detectives, this was not just the name of a grieving brother. This was someone with a violent past, who had only recently returned to the outside world. And according to the family, Tyree and Taiwan were not on good terms. Their relationship had been tense, with arguments and issues between them before Taiwan was killed. So when the family brought up Tyree's name, detectives could not ignore it. One family member later called detectives anonymously with a tip. They had not personally seen Tyree themselves, but they had heard he may have been hiding out at his girlfriend's house. The problem was, they did not know where his girlfriend lived. What they did know, however, was the car she drove. And a few days later, that one detail would finally give detectives the break they needed.
Hello. You got your license and registration on you?
I see somebody being following me.
Okay. All right, go ahead and step back here for me.
Yes.
Put your hands on your back for me. You're just being detained for now. Stay in the car, please.
Don't cry, baby. Don't. I'm gonna. That's my daughter.
Okay. You got anything on you I need to know about?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Explain that just a second.
Hello, Ma, the police right here. I don't know. He's saying he don't know. He just was. They told him to stop me and arrest me, or detain me, or whatever. I'm just sitting right here. They done put me in the handcuff. No,
You said what?
You don't got no answer to what's going on.
No, I don't.
He said they just told him to stop me and detain me.
Once detectives took her to the police station, she admitted Tyree had been staying at her house, although she claimed she did not know why. When officers went to the address, they found Tyree inside, but arresting him was only the first step. Detectives still had to prove he was responsible for Taiwan's death, and that proof came from the vehicle. After tracing Tyree's movements, investigators connected him to a dark blue Cadillac around the time of the killing. The damage and evidence linked to that vehicle matched what detectives believed had happened to Taiwan. Tyree Gland was ultimately arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with the death of his brother, Taiwan Gland Sr. While the exact motive has not been publicly confirmed, investigators stated that the brothers had argued before the fatal incident. What began as a possible hit-and-run was later treated as an intentional killing, with detectives alleging that Tyree used the Cadillac as a weapon before leaving his brother in the road. Prosecutors later filed notice that they intended to seek the death penalty if he is convicted. Once again, we have a Patreon with uncensored and raw footage.
I need more detail, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there could have been so much detail that was input into that.
That's so sad, bro.
Yeah.
Like his son being a few days before this happened, shot and life taken, and then for your own brother to do this to you.
And who's behind your son's death?
And who's behind it? Like, it's so much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, rest in peace to both Taiwan Sr. and Taiwan Jr., since he was mentioned as well. But rest in peace to Taiwan Sr. That's sad.
Y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ No Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack and flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please